Hi, my babe. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. It is so good to be here with you today. I feel pretty good today. I feel very excited to hang out with you. And so if you feel called to my energy, please stay, okay? I have some important topic to chat with you about today. And if you're just seeing my face for the first time, my name is Akam. And my mission on YouTube is to activate women to connect more deeply with their instincts. Because I feel like this is something that we are not totally encouraged to do, right? I feel like I was mostly socialized, and I feel like maybe that might be the case for some of you. Socialized to, follow in the paths of others, do what others are doing, not necessarily checking in with ourselves to understand what it is we'd like to do. So that is what I'm here to do, to encourage you and to activate that, within you, the need to connect more deeply with your instincts. Because I feel like that is actually the best way to live a life that you feel contented with and that you feel satisfied with. So if that sounds like something that interests you, I would like for you to connect, with me by subscribing, by sharing this video with someone else that you feel might benefit from this. And yeah, it's nice to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. I don't really have a lot of time to spend today because I'm actually rushing out the door, but I thought this is something I should leave with you. So we're going to get right into it, right? So the topic I am discussing is how to deal with fear in your big leap season, right? How to deal with fear in your big leap season. I mean, we can say a lot about fear. Fear is something that all of us are familiar with, right? Like fear is something that I feel is part of the human condition. It's something we have to grapple with. But I believe that fear is not something that should hold us back from taking big leaps, right? From doing the things you want to do or the way you want to live your life. I don't think fear should be a roadblock to that. So today we're going to tackle that topic, and I will share stories with you on how I have tackled fear and leave some tips with you on how I feel you should tackle fear as well, right? So I mean, I am no stranger to taking big leaps in my life. I am currently in that transition of taking a big leap. I have taken big leaps in the past as well, whether it's moving to a new country, segueing to a totally new career. Like, I'm no stranger to big leaps, and I am so sure that you are not a stranger to big leaps. Like, I feel like change is something that's, like they say, change is the only constant. Change is something that we will encounter at some periods in our life, and we might encounter that at many, many periods in our lives. So, but I feel like it's important for us to, allow our instincts guide us through those transitions. So I'm going to leave you with 4 tips on how to deal with fear, right? So if you're in the middle of taking a big leap and those fearful energies are coming up, and let me make a distinction. I mean the fear that is internally induced, right? The fear that is within you when you are trying to make a major change in your life. And when I say major change, like a change that you have never experienced before, something that's totally new to you and that you would need to expand into, right? So the fears that come up in those kind of situations. So one tip I have is, as I already mentioned, is letting your instincts guide you, right? I feel like one way to connect with our instinct, there are several ways to connect with our instincts, but one way is through actually being still, right? Journaling, journaling your thoughts, journaling your fears, journaling your concerns, and sitting still to hear what comes up, right? And even in the process of journaling, things would come up, right? Like I call them downloads. They will come, and that's something you could write on paper. But after that, I feel like sitting still and just letting yourself reflect is another way to connect more deeply with your instincts, right? And there are other ways, there are other ways to connect with your instincts, but those are just a few ways I would leave with you. But yes, let your instincts guide you through that fearful season, right? Through that fearful energy, rather. Let your instincts guide you. Let your instincts, help soothe that fear. And sometimes the fear might not necessarily be soothed. You might just have to do it anyway with the fear in the background, okay? But what you want is a situation where that fear is muted, right? Where it's not an obstacle to you actually following through with what it is you want to do. So the second tip is to have a support system that encourages you through, that fearful energy or through your big leap season, really, right? Having a support system. I feel like having a support system is very important because we are not meant to do life alone. Okay. You deserve to have people that encourage you, that pray for you, that send positive energy your way, that is able to basically talk you through what it is you're going through, whatever fear it is you're encountering, during that big leap transition period. So having a support system is one. And if you don't have a support system, that's okay, right? Like, I know that not everyone is fortunate to have that. I've also had situations that have happened in my life where I did not have that support system and I still made it okay. So what would happen in that case is that you should look for other channels to get that support, right? Whether it's through connecting with YouTube creators or social media creators that you resonate with their message, you resonate with, the way they deliver that message, you resonate with just their energy, right? So I feel like just like I am on here, talking, to you through, I feel like I'm stumbling on my words, but talking you through, this kind of topics is one way to, have a support system to connect. And I hope I'm that support system for you. So find people that you can connect with, that you can, that you resonate with and that you like their energies. And apart from, connecting with those kind of creators, you can also connect with online friends, right? Some of us have online friends and you can connect with them and, share with them what you're going through. That is if you guys have already established that sort of relationship, right? So if you have established that relationship with them, connect with your online friends. And you can also connect in forums that, are catered to whatever it is you're going through, right? There are some forums that I know that help people through their transition periods, right? That help people through different emotional states that we are in. I'm trying to think of one person. Oh, there's someone I used to follow. Well, I still follow her, but I've connected to her community. I have bought some of her products, to kind of help with my expansion and with my nervous system. Her name is Kili Miracle. She's amazing. She also has a YouTube channel and she does audio tapes that help you balance out your nervous energy, your nervous system, and helps you with your expansion, right? Whatever it is you're trying to expand to, I feel like her audio tapes help with that. So that's one way to do it. And yeah, those are some of the tips I have in that regard in terms of who to connect with online. The next tip is using herbs to support your internal processes, right? I feel like plant medicine is an excellent aid in trying to take big leaps in dealing with any kind of human condition, but also emotional conditions, mental conditions, and just, processing through strong emotions like fear, right? Herbs can be a very good companion and partner in helping you overcome the fear, in helping you follow through with what it is you want to do, in helping you make big changes and in expanding, yourself to accommodate those big changes. So some herbs that I would recommend, and there's so many herbs that can help you with this, but I would leave you with 3 herbs that I feel can help you through that process because I have used them myself and they have been very, very supportive in my taking big leaps. They have been very supportive in helping my internal processes to accommodate me in taking those big leaps, right? So one herb is ginger root. Ginger is very famous, right? Like most cultures use ginger for different things, to cook, to, you know, as medicine, as you know, even in our drugs, right? All of those things, right? So ginger is very versatile, but ginger here really helps you. Ginger roots in particular really helps your internal state, really helps to soothe your internal state. Ginger is very warming, right? So taking that would help open you up and warm you up to whatever it is you're trying to do, right? It will help warm you up to that idea, help soothe you so that that fear kind of gets muted. And another herb is hawthorn, right? Hawthorn. Hawthorn is another herb that is very good for your heart space. It helps your, you know, it helps your heart become more open to the idea, become more open to whatever it is, whatever transition you're going through. Hawthorn is very beneficial for that. And another herb is rose petals, right? Rose is another fantastic herb. It helps you, you know, rose is associated with love, with good feelings and all of that. So it would help you, you know, lean into the loving side of, you know, things, the loving side of whatever change you're trying to make. It will help your internal processes be more open to that idea. So I feel like all of these herbs in combination would be a very powerful source in helping you take those big leaps, right? And the last but not the least is do it anyway, okay? Take the leap anyway, okay? You are capable of doing great things. You are capable of changing your entire life. You are more than capable. You are powerful. You are a powerful being. So fear is not something that should ever hold you back because you are divine. You have literally God on your side. You have your spirit team on your side. And that is why I'm encouraging you to connect more deeply with your instincts, with your spirit team, because they would help push things for you. They would help you overcome that fear. They would help you not pay attention to that fear, right? And help you move ahead with what it is you want to do, because you deserve to have a good life. You deserve to have whatever life it is you envision. And I also want that for you. Okay. So yeah, these are the tips I will leave you with. Let me know in the comments, you know, your thoughts on what I've shared today. And yeah, if you have any more herbs you'd like to recommend, you know, to help with those internal processes, please feel free to drop it in the comments. And until my next video, take good care of yourself and I will see you. Bye.